make of Clorox here? The big consumer packaged goods company that makes Glad bags, Kingsford charcoal, Hidden Valley salad dressing, Fresh Step kitty litter, Burt's Bees personal care products, and plain old Clorox bleach, among a host of other products, held its annual analyst meeting today. And while I think management told a real good story, we know right now the market's falling in and out of love with all the consumer packaged goods stocks, depending on the day. And today happened to be a tough one. And the stock fell $2.33. But remember, Clorox has a lot more growth than its peers and remains a favored way to invest in innovation in the household goods section of the economy. Earlier, I got a chance to chat with Benno Durer, the fascinating chairman and CEO of Clorox. Take a look. Benno, because you've been on a number of shows, I'm going to start with a quiz. My wife, Lisa, said to me, we have to put together a bit of almost like a fallout shelter, emergency response, because of all the terrible things that are happening. And our first choice is going to be Clorox. Why?
It's Clorox bleach because we help decontaminate the water. In fact, the American Red Cross says that we're one of the very first calls they make after a natural disaster. And of course, this is a time when, unfortunately, we have to deal with several of those. We help the Red Cross and we help the communities stay safe.
CDC says 3 drops and you can take contaminated water and drink it. And that's precisely after we've gone through our Brita filter water that we can use. It's a remarkable thing.
Yeah, and you know, this is the time when it's time for a company like ours to show up, and we're proud at Clorox to do so. So we have shipped thousands of cases of Clorox bleach, but also Glad trash bags and Kingsford charcoal and even Fresh Step cat litter to help with pet shelters. We love to make a difference. We're proud to do so, and this is unfortunately a time when we take that call with pleasure.
Now, I was thinking, there's a proxy fight going on between Nelson Peltz and Procter, and uniquely Cincinnati company, and that's terrific. Clorox, for years, I used to say, what the heck are they doing in San Francisco? Now I look at the innovation. I look at the things you just said about sustainability and how you get the people these days and what they get. I'm thinking San Francisco is probably the most decided advantage of a consumer packaged goods company.
We think that being based in the San Francisco Bay Area is a source of competitive advantage because the consumer and also retail is shifting online. And we are able to build a lot of partnerships with Bay Area-based companies that help us engage consumers online and help us sell online. As a result, for instance, e-commerce now accounts for 4% of our sales.
Right.
Last fiscal year, e-commerce was up more than 40% versus a year ago. Sales with our largest e-commerce customers almost doubled. And we have brands where e-commerce accounts for north of 10% of sales, like Burt's Bees and Brita. So e-commerce is a very strategic investment. And the companies in the Bay Area have a lot of knowledge in e-commerce, and they help us build capabilities that would help us drive our business online.
Well, this is so great that you mentioned the online, because the return on investment for companies like you have to last for 30 years. My kids are uniquely millennials. They look at these labels, they see no chemicals. They look at this and they don't want plastic. You have tapped in. Is it because you see what people order online and look at Twitter, or because it's in your DNA now?
Well, you know, at Clorox, we always dedicate ourselves to good growth, is how we call it. And good growth is not just profitable, but also sustainable and responsible. So making improvements to our products, sustainability-based improvements, is in our DNA and is strategic. So whether that is taking plastic out of Clorox bleach, whether that is launching a line of natural beauty care with Burt's Bees, or whether that's, you know, getting people to use Brita water as a way to stay healthier but also save on water bottles, that's something that we've been doing for 104 years. And it's something that's on strategy. It's good for shareholders, it's good for our communities, and it's good for our company.
Well, that's the virtuous circle. Now, there are a lot of people worried about private labels. Been talked about a lot. One of the most basic commodities is bleach, but private label doesn't sell well. They want this name.
We have been competing with private label in several of our categories, and bleach is one of them, very well and very effectively. And that is because we dedicate ourselves to driving brands with superior value to consumers. And superior value starts with delivering products at the right price, but it's also about investing in our brands and investing in products that are superior. On Clorox Bleach, after 104 years, we have just launched a new and improved product. We call it Clorox Performance with Chloromax technology. It's a product that has more than 25 patents, and it delivers the whitening that consumers expect, but it also delivers protection on hard surfaces for the very first time in the 104 years.
Well, and also the invention of the wipes, because I don't like to touch anything that anyone's touched. If I get a cold, I'm finished for a couple days in my job. There are many jobs like that.
Yeah, again, so we love to give consumers superior value for any job that they have around our products. And certainly disinfecting wipes, our Clorox disinfecting wipes have been doing extremely well because they're very much on trend as consumers to increasingly like to clean and disinfect in the flow.
Right.
And wipes are a very preferred consumer a product for that. And again, we're keeping the value sharp. We're offering consumers a better product at a right price, and we're investing behind it, which is why this product has been growing double digits for many quarters now, and we expect it to continue.
All right, you've mentioned value and price 5 times. My friend Frank Mitch, who's an excellent chemical analyst at Wells Fargo, does point out to me that because of the storms, you've got a polyethylene material increase projected for August, September, October due to Harvey. You could see a softening in polyethylene later on as much new capacity comes on, but we have to be worried about the storms and what it may have done to your raw costs. Are you able to absorb them?
Well, you know, we're still learning about the impact of storms on costs. It's certainly fair to assume that in the short term, there could be an increase in cost. Polyethylene is about 15 to 20% of our cost. But, you know, in the long run, if these hurricanes and natural disasters behave like previous hurricanes and natural disasters, it evens out. So we're still learning about this, and we'll update our investment community on November 1 when we'll release our Q1 results for this fiscal year.
Okay, well, you promised me, last question, by November 1 that I can find this at my Walgreens because it's buried or I don't see it. And this is the brand I use. I cut back to 2 because my executive producer said, there's nothing that says you need 4. That's all right. I love it. But I need to start seeing it in the stores, and it's got to be at eye level, not that Cure something that I keep buying that I want this more.
It's an emerging topic and a passion of mine as well. And in fact, we've done very well over the last 12 years to expand distribution. The latest success actually is that starting this quarter, we've managed to start selling this in a club, and the club channel is a very big channel in this. So I'm very optimistic about Renew Life probiotics and the prospect that it will have for our company and the ability to continue to grow and, importantly, grow profitably. All
right, I'll go Costco once a month and get all that I need. Ben Odor has reinvented. We've always loved your company, and Mr. Knaus did a great job, too. But you've taken it to another level, and he's told me that's okay to say because he believes it, too. That's Ben Odor, Chairman and CEO of the Clorox Company, going strong, faster than ever with the great brands and great innovation. Mad Money's back after the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.